to another 21 video.
Hello.
Today, we're tired. Today we're reacting to Gabbie Hanna's latest video, which is why I finally got a vocal coach singing Honestly live. We are going to start doing live streams here and there.
Yes, starting in October. We're gonna start on October 3rd, will be our first ever live stream.
Just a Wednesday.
So we figured Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's good for us. Hopefully that's good for you. Other than that,
If not, let us know in the comments.
yeah. I asked them if they wanted to do Mondays and they said, yeah, one person wanted to do Mondays. So whatever, Wednesdays are fine. So yeah, we're gonna be starting those. Hope you guys enjoy them.
We're thinking once a month, but if people like it,
maybe every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday.
Pretty much chat with us. We'll be doing some shit and hanging out, maybe for like a 20-minute, half an hour time frame. And next week is Shane Dawson series. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. We're gonna react to the whole thing. So I think it's what, the
25th.
Gross, you just said lit. Tuesday.
So it's, how many parts?
I don't even know. We don't even know.
1, 2, 3, 4, and probably part 5. If it's 5 parts, then
he's
part
probably
5
gonna
is
stop it on
Monday.
Friday and he's gonna put it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we're gonna react to the whole thing, of course. So tune back in on Tuesday when we post that video. And the week after that, we'll be starting our live streams. So yeah.
Yes.
Gabbie Hanna, we love you. Wait for your merch.
Wait for the album.
Yes, carpool karaoke.
I left my coffee in the other room.
You wanna go get it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna drink mine.
Alright, I'm just nervous.
Nervous.
My everyday life has been this. I'm so emotional. I can't stop crying. I just like don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I just landed. I was so afraid. I practiced hard. I put my all into it. And I'm saying okay. And my album is called
Bitch. Loving the new intro.
A Year in My Life. That's what it's called. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm a musician. Well, I wasn't always a musician, but we're getting there. And hopefully more people will.
I can't.
Documentary girl. Look at this.
People on the internet know me mostly as just a person.
Looking off screen.
For the most part, it's just a miscellaneous like pile of me being me. Well, I've always loved music. And I've always wanted to be a singer. But it really did happen by accident. So when I put out my first single out loud, it was just a book promotion for my poetry book, Adultolescence, because part of my book contract was I had to make YouTube videos promoting the book. So I wrote a song based on the poetry in the book, and then the song just became so much more than that. Say what you mean out loud. It was number 3 on iTunes, beat only by Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift on all genres. I was getting interviews with Billboard. I was getting radio play. The song was playing on talk shows. The song was doing really, really well. It went live while I was in the air. I literally landed in Australia, not knowing that my song was gonna be out. There were people waiting at the airport for me, screaming, "Say what you mean." I was like, wait a minute, how do you know that? And they said, "We heard your song, it's out." And I was like, wait, what? People heard it, people know it. It was so crazy. I had so much positive energy and excitement, and I felt purpose. Like I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what people are relating to.
Yes. Why couldn't we get that?
I know.
I was honestly really, really proud of my first performance because I don't perform live and am clearly not like a vocalist, especially at that point. It was 5,000 people my first performance and the crowd was singing the song with me. It was bonkers.
Love it.
I literally spent days / weeks just watching reaction videos of Out Loud. I had this one vocal coach who critiques people online and he watched it and he was like obsessed with my voice and saying the nicest things.
Yo, what's good everybody? I'm on a Gabbie kick lately. So today we've got Gabbie singing Out Loud live. I just have to do a video on this. I'm sorry if I am like obsessing right now and just doing way too many videos about Gabbie. I swear to God I'm not stalking you. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty professional sounding.
That meant a lot to me because that meant that I was superseding just like my fan base and people hyping me up. And that made me feel like I could really do this, and I told myself and the world like this is what I'm doing now. I have music coming out this year. I will have an album to you. And I'm saying it on this stage because then I have to be accountable for it. So are you guys ready for
Sorry.
an album this year? This time last year at VidCon Australia, I was on top of the world. And then I had one of the worst years of my life. So obviously I don't have like all these huge connections. I'm just like a YouTuber making songs with my own money. Like I was very early on introduced to like the greed and dark side of the music industry and like the manipulation behind it. I'm not a money driven person. So like for me, it's really hard to work in an industry that feels so money focused and so like it's just greedy. It caused a lot of like emotional and personal turmoil in my life that almost gave me like PTSD to music, where I was like afraid.
Good book selections.
Emo. I know, I'm
Fahrenheit 451.
I was like afraid to do it because it was like so painful. It like literally gives me PTSD thinking about it. So after I put out the first single Out Loud, I did end up putting out a second single, Satellite, which I didn't put my entire heart into because I was afraid that if I put in the work, put in the time, put in all the heart, put in all the energy, put in all the marketing, telling my followers about it, and then it failed, it would hurt so much worse if I tried that hard. So it's like I set myself up to fail on that song.
I like Satellite.
Been standing on the edge for way too long, just waiting for the place that I belong.
Satellite did okay. I think it reached number 7 on iTunes, which like I'm sure to a lot of people listening is like, that's amazing. But like I think a lot of even like my more dedicated followers like don't really know that song. My full heart wasn't in Satellite and I essentially self-sabotaged the song. Yeah, I sabotaged the song. So Satellite came out, reception was very lackluster, lukewarm. I felt very lackluster and lukewarm and I just sort of stopped doing it for a minute. Hi guys, the reason that I have not posted on this channel in a while is I've just had a lot going on with like my mental health. I've just been extremely depressed. Some days I would literally finally get myself out of bed and then walk 10 feet to the bathroom and have to like stop and like lay down and just like lay there for a minute because
Love you.
It was just like hard to like do anything. So my focus at the beginning of this year was like stay alive. Like it wasn't like break boundaries, write music, like change the world. It was like survive. So after months and months and months of doing nothing and just trying to heal, I finally just kind of got into a better place in my life where I was surrounded by like an amazing group of people who were very uplifting and supportive, and I just started to feel like myself again. And then honestly Encore just popped in my head pretty much all at once, like finished, and I remembered what it felt like to feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and all that excitement and buzz was back in my heart. So when Honestly comes out, I feel like I am back on top where I was, or honestly so much higher. I shot this music video and I've never felt more confident and I've never felt more support and love in my actual life, and the music's being received so much better than Out Loud was. It was number 1 on iTunes, which is amazing, but Encore was number 2. So I'm like occupying the first 2 spots on iTunes of all genres, which like humble brag, but not humble, that's fucking amazing. Play again on its own. I'm getting, you know, the record labels are reaching out again, and I just feel again like this is what I'm meant to do, and that purpose that I felt, that excitement that I felt in VidCon Australia, I was feeling that again, but times a million. So I'm on top of the world. I feel absolutely so confident and so great. But the universe and the internet more specifically like to humble you really quickly. So 3 things happened that changed everything. First, I was watching videos on autoplay, and sometimes I forget that as a YouTuber people will comment on my life on YouTube. So I was watching a video of unpopular opinions and I just hear in the background,
Number 8, Gabbie Hanna's music is absolute garbage. Her fans overhype her when she can barely hold a note.
and she's always out of tune.
And I laughed about it genuinely. I thought it was funny. Didn't really think much of it. But then the second thing happened. I saw some tweets from a girl who was basically saying the same. I can't sing. I'm always off key. I never respond to hate, but there must have been something inside that was insecure that compelled me to, because I ended up arguing with this girl on Twitter trying to convince her that I'm a good singer and that I'm just not a good live singer. Why am I defending myself? So there must have been something that struck a nerve deep down that I wasn't acknowledging. But then the third thing was this vocal coach, Tristan, who had previously praised me when I first started performing. He reacted to my most recent performance at VidCon US and was so disappointed in me.
Can I do this video over and not get so mad? Okay. I really didn't mean to get so upset for this video. I just care. I just care a lot about her voice and her potential.
Watching this vocal coach who a year prior had made me feel so confident in my abilities be so disappointed, that was what hit me. Why am I not working on this? And it just so happens that I have a huge performance coming up in front of 5,000 people at VidCon Australia 2018. So I hit up Tristan in the DMs because he had joked in his video, you should let me train you. So
you're like, fuck it, let's go.
I should let him train me. Take my first voice lesson from Gabbie. Hi Tristan! This is exciting! He was actually coming to America right before I left for VidCon Australia, which is like cosmic as fuck. One of the notes that he gave me in the first session immediately is my vowels. I always distort them. And he said it's because I sing the way I talk, which I think is so interesting because my Pittsburgh accent comes out so much when I sing.
Can you go, That's, yeah, there you go. And can you make the highest note a little bit nasalier? That's it.
Another note he gave me over the 2 sessions is I sing so aggressively and so loudly. He basically says, like, that's such an easy note for you. Why are you pushing so hard? And I was so argumentative with him about it because I said, because I want to sound aggressive. Like that song, I want it to be like, say what you mean. Like I want it to be aggressive.
Try it super light at first, even if it's like head voicey.
Say you're talking to me, honestly.
There you go.
That's ugly though.
No, it's not. It doesn't sound as light as you think it does, but when you're going really, really hard and heavy, it goes too far. If you just, even if you were to do it live, for example, if you were to just do it the light way, that would be great. But when you're doing it the pushy way, that was not acceptable.
So after the 2 sessions, I'm actually feeling pretty confident, but he kept telling me that I needed to do an open mic. He begged me, please, please, please do an open mic before you go to Australia. And this is like days away. There's no way I'm gonna find time to do this, research an open mic and go by myself. So that night, on the second Skype session, I'm walking down the street of Sunset Boulevard.
She finds an open mic.
And a girl with a guitar stops me. Kim Sanchez, what's up, girl? Okay, I have to tell you about Kim. So Tristan, over here, he told me on our voice lesson that day that I needed to do an open mic. And I was like, yeah, I'll find an open mic. But I never ever, like, intended to do it straight up. So I'm walking down the street and she has her guitar with her, but she goes, oh, I was just leaving an open mic. And this is the day that he told me to do an open mic. And she goes, you should do one sometime. And then I was like, girl, let's exchange numbers. And we exchanged numbers and now I'm at an open mic.
Yeah, this one's really nice too. I saw inside.
Are there like no people in there? Because I'm scared.
No, you're gonna do so good. Come on, iTunes number 1 almost? No, number 1
and 2. We had 2 singles, they both charted. Alright, well, I'm excited to do this, baby girl. So it's time for the open mic, and I sang out loud better than I've ever performed in. And Tristan was so proud of me, he was so excited. I applied his notes, and I felt so good. I wasn't flat on that.
This is the best that you've done.
I think so too, I'll agree with that. And then I sang Honestly, and it was honestly top 3 most embarrassing moments of my life. It was so bad, not in parts, from the beginning.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh god. Wait, why does it sound like that?
I don't know. Like, were you singing the rock pitch? I don't think you are.
No.
I don't think this was your fault. I blame the recording for this one.
I'm so uncomfortable. Oh my god. Tristan, that's so upsetting. Everybody heard that.
No, it's not as bad as your...
She said no.
Oh no.
So we're on the way home. Tristan's trying to hype me up. He's like, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna figure it out. So I put on my favorite music and I'm singing along in the car, and Tristan pulls out his phone and he's recording me. And I'm like, just bopping along to what I normally would bop to. And he said, question, do you primarily listen to male singers? And I was like, yeah, mostly. And he said, and do you normally sing in the car? And I said, yeah, like that's when I'm listening to music and singing.
Right.
And he said, this is your problem. Like I figured out what you're doing. I was singing male artists as a female voice. I wasn't listening to female renditions. I was singing Death of a Bachelor as if I was Brendan Urie. That was my biggest problem, is I love Panic at the Disco so much. He shows me videos of Hayley Williams, and he said, this is how you should be singing. This is the sound you want. This is that edgy, belty, angry sound, but she's doing it properly. So after we have that realization, I'm in my bathroom singing Hayley Williams songs, and I'm fucking killing it. I sound amazing.
Not a day goes by that I'm not into you.
I'm happy that I've had this realization, and singing in my bathroom by myself made me feel really confident again in my voice, like honestly more confident than I've ever felt in my voice. I was so excited about my music again, like I was sending Tristan clips of my unrecorded music, like I was just feeling myself. But I'm still really scared about this performance because again, I didn't kill, honestly. It's an actually very hard song to sing. The track is hard to sing too because there's not really a lot of notes to go on. So if you're off key for good. You can't get back on. I'm feeling scared, and I'm also back in this place where music's my #1 passion and love. So if I go to VidCon and I bomb this performance and then I have all these videos coming out about how I can't sing, I'm afraid of what that's going to do to me emotionally, and am I going to let it discourage me, and is it going to scare me again? I get to VidCon, I'm in Australia, and I'm supposed to be on vocal rest, but I'm belting out show tunes in my bathroom and testing my voice. And I feel good, I sound good, I'm sending them to Tristan, he's mad at me, but he's also like, I'm really mad at you, but you sound so professional!
Yes.
I do sound check. I'm nervous about if I mess up this sound check. It's going to fuck up my confidence for sure, because this is kind of the only shot I have. And if I don't do it great, then I'm gonna, the entire time going on stage, being like, oh my god, I fucked up.
How are you feeling?
Good, just cause it's just you out there. It's not so scary.
I feel really good about my sound check. Like I'm hitting the notes confidently.
Say you're talking to me honestly. I don't want your dumb apology, no. Say you're talking to me honestly. Why you lying to me constantly?
I feel better about it than I thought I was going to feel about it, which is nice. I'm still a little nervous just because I feel like I couldn't hear the track that much as it is. Like I could hear it enough that I could follow along, but I'm really afraid that once the crowd is yelling and when I'm nervous, I'm not going to be able to hear it. Advice for Gabbie is to don't oversing it, because I like to do this thing because the tracks are so aggressive and angry and like punk rocky sounding. I like push the vocal so hard and then I sound like an idiot. You know, so the whole time I've been in Australia, I've been so good. One thing I've learned is I have to take what I'm doing a lot more seriously, and that includes protecting my voice. So everybody's out, everyone's going to the casino or like dinner and drinks and having fun. There's a reception dinner tonight, like the opening show, and I'm alone in my room because I can't talk over the music, and eating a steak, so like still winning, but you know, I'm in Australia, it'd be fun to hang out and drink and talk with everyone, but I just really want to take this so much more seriously than I have in the past. But still, the day before my performance, I wake up and I am so sick. Well, oh, wow. That's the first time I spoke this morning. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my throat. It feels very tight. There's some swelling here. And I have a cough. Like the second I woke up, I felt the hoarseness and tightness, and it hurts to swallow. Fuck. And I have a huge meet and greet before my performance. Like I have to keep swallowing to like almost like scratch it. As far as actual confidence for the song, the Genius Verified interview makes me feel so much more confident because I sing a cappella in it and I sound great. So I know that like I can sing it well. This is just gonna be an issue. So I need to figure out how to deal with that. Obviously I'm chugging tea and honey as I've been. Fuck! I just like don't even know what I'm supposed to do for that. Like, ooh. I have to meet hundreds of kids silently. I literally bring a sign that says, don't get roasted about my live performance. Can't talk, but my love for you is loud. And I have a silent meet and greet for the most part. I did my best. And I have a couple hours before my performance after my meet and greet. I'm an emotional wreck. I had this huge breakdown. I don't know what this is. Like, I'm not sad. And it's like, I'm just like overwhelmed with emotions. This year tested me so much. I pulled back from everything because I was just going through so much and I was so afraid of rejection. If I didn't do it good enough or I didn't succeed, then I couldn't love that thing anymore. And I didn't want to be bad at the thing that I love so much. And I just couldn't fail at something else. I'm just so overwhelmed thinking back at like how dark it had gotten and how just scared I was and how much I'd given up. I was just so grateful to be here and how like maybe if things would have went like a little differently, maybe I wouldn't have been. And I was just so happy to be alive, you know what I mean? And I was like thinking about like this girl who came up to me and she had my book in her hand and it was so dirty. And like that struck me as like, oh my God, like this girl carries this book everywhere. This means something to her, this affected her in some way. And I was just so happy to be there. I'm emotional, I'm like crying every 20 seconds in happiness, but also like very sick. And now here I am at VidCon Australia again, and I'm about to perform again. Only this time I don't have a voice.
Gabbie, 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 Gabbie.
Look at that jacket.
Look how beautiful she is.
I can't remember the last time I've been
looking like a snack.
This far.
Well, like a whole fucking meal.
Usually I start getting nervous like as soon as I'm about to hit the stage, but this is like right now.
The dessert.
Because I was practicing in the hotel room and I was nailing it like 50% of the time, and I don't know if I like my odds. So in my head right now, it feels like I have a 50% chance of nailing it.
You got this.
So let us pray. Either way, I practice hard. I put my all into it. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh God. I feel like I'm gonna throw up like for real, like not trying to be like dramatic for camera.
Stay hard.
You got this.
Armpit sweaty.
Talking to me honestly, but you're lying to me constantly. But you're lying to me constantly. Say you're talking to me honestly.
So good.
Alright, well, Well, I guess this is the part where I talk about how I feel about the performance. Part of me is very disappointed as the perfectionist and just wanting everything to be the best it can be at all times.
The part that sucks about being a perfectionist.
With the high notes, because I know that they were not impressive, and it's more frustrating because I know that I can do them. I let my nerves get the best of me, but that's okay, because if I went out there and I killed it and I was perfect, then what is there to work for? I'm proud of myself. I have a lot of work to do.
And we're proud of you.
It's a very humbling experience. I know that I have a long, long way to go when it comes to performing live. Yeah, I mean, I wish that I could have nailed that a little bit better. I wish I could. I wish it was. Of course, I wish it was a flawless performance. But like, I'm proud of me. I have no regrets or no part of me that thinks I should have done more. I should have practiced more. I could have done something differently. I should have been more prepared. I feel like I prepared as well as much as I could, and now that's an experience that I have for next time, and I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna get better. So
damn fucking straight.
I feel good. I'm happy.
Yay.
Yeah. I'm happy. So this time last year, I became a musician by accident, and then I went through hell and back. And I finally got to a place now where I have so much thankfulness and purpose. And I've learned so much about not letting your pain go to waste. If you're feeling something, make something out of it. I think the key to happiness is finding a way to be grateful for your pain. And that's honestly, I think, what got me through so much of that darkness is when I was feeling these horrible things, I just kept thinking, God, when I get out of this, I'm gonna have so much to share with the world. I'm gonna have so much to talk about. I'm gonna write so much music. I'm gonna write so much poetry. I'm gonna create so much art. And I think that's so important, to just turn your sadness into art. Use every ounce of your pain. Do not let it go to waste. And on that note, I have something very exciting to share with you that I've been holding in, and it's an announcement.
Oh, yay!
My album title name.
Oh my god.
Which means so much to me. And my album is called This Time Next Year. I'm so excited.
I like it.
I like that.
I'm so creepy. It's like genuine excitement though. Like,
Yay!
anybody mad at? I'm just like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being a part of my family. As always, I love you very much. I'll see you next time.
Are we good now?
Amazing. I'm very excited.
This time next year. What?
Do you have to wait a year for an album?
I better fucking not.
Amazing.
First off, amazing.
Yeah.
100% amazing. Second off, Gabbie, you are
Fucking great.
fucking amazing. You are so down to earth. You are...
Words cannot describe.
Words cannot describe how amazing you are. You put yourself out here for everyone else to judge, pretty much.
Basically.
And
It's like a shooting range.
you showing us your struggles through all of this is pretty fucking fantastic. And we love you regardless.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to say. I'm so excited for the album. It's gonna be so good. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I wonder if there's gonna be like just like a sad like ballad. A ballad of the salad.
I can't.
Oh, it's
I
gonna be
hate
so
you.
good. I don't know. Oh my god, so good. So good. The live stream on October 3rd.
Yes.
At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Figure out what time
It
you're in.
you can do it that. Deal with that yourselves. We're not good.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Really?
Imagine.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe.
Share with your friends. Bye.
Leave us up.
Bye.
Gabbie, we love you.
Love you so fucking much. Can't wait for music. Can't wait for merch because I need more clothes.
Can't wait for another book.
Yes. Bye.